Hello everyone. I'm going to do some review videos today. I haven't worked on the Enterprise D, the big one, for a little while because Eaglemoss got off on their shipments to me. I've also been following a few people on YouTube who are way ahead of me and noticing one of them just completely scrapped everything and started over and started just completely redoing the lighting on the thing. And I've been thinking about that, and I think I'm kind of satisfied with the lighting the way it is because it shouldn't be brightly lit. It's a scale model. Real brightly lit will look wrong. Okay? I mean, you think about scaling down the brightness of the light to the scale it's at, they shouldn't be really, really bright. It'll look funny. But I don't like the battery power of the thing. And I might, once I finally get far enough, start rewiring everything and doing taking the battery power away and powering it some other way. Because I'd like to have one plug on the thing, plug it in the wall, and be able to turn it on and off. And having 4 or 5 different power sources seems a little crazy to me, but from an engineering standpoint, that was easier for them. So I get why they did it. Anyhow, having said that, one of the things you got to watch for with them is when you agree to sign up for it, you also agree to receive special offers sometimes. And you have a little bit of time to accept or refuse the special offer. And I looked at some of the special offers and I accepted some, but some came before I caught them. And that's what they're kind of counting on a little bit. So here's one of the special offers. I got the box open because I wasn't sure what it was. It is shuttle pods. Let me shift this camera view so we can see it. There we go. Now we're on the right camera box. The right camera. It was shuttle pods. It's a shuttle pod set. This is for the Enterprise D specifically. We're going to see what this is, what's in the box. It's not in scale with it, obviously. They're going to be way too big. It's the Type 15 shuttle pod and Type 6 shuttlecraft Goddard. Okay. Now, this was in the first movies. This was in Next Generation, as far as I can tell. I haven't opened this, so it's still in a sealed box. So let me get something to open this with. I got my hobby knife here. And let's see what's inside the box. Okay. And on the end box, you can see this is just basically an outer box with each shuttle separate. And if you look, they look to be fairly nice in their little boxes. I've never gotten any of their collectible stuff. They give you little books for them. The books will show you the little things inside here, talk about them, show different pictures of them throughout the show. Okay, so there you go. Something fun to look at, read up on. I know a lot of people don't actually read all this stuff. So I'm going to set that aside. Here's the one for the other. Okay. And they must have some really compact energy sources because when you start looking at these things, the interior and stuff, they don't have anything inside them but crew quarters. So all the mechanics and everything have to be pretty small, and the energy sources have to be pretty small. Which, today's world, we don't have these things. If we did, we would have a really easy time of our life. And they're telling us, hey, go buy some of these. I don't have any interest in buying those at the moment. Okay, so let's open one of these. I'm more interested in this one than this one, so I'm going to open this guy up. Let's see what's inside there. Okay. And this one, the tape is sealed still. We'll go ahead and open him. It is a collectible item, but once I get the Enterprise done, whenever that happens in the next 2 years, because we're moving slow, they will probably get displayed with it. And I also get the feeling I'm going to want to build a custom base for that Enterprise D once it gets here. Oh, something else I did. I got a 3D printer. So I've been working with that, and I'm setting up a paint station because Miri wants to paint. And who am I to dissuade my daughter from learning to paint? Yep, this is for holding up a display card so we can see it's clear. I would be more inclined to making a light box for that so it glows than holding it up with these clips. Okay. And we open this up, and I can hear my not my daughter, Kitten downstairs is tearing something apart. I'm surprised he's not here. Let's take a look at this. I think it's painted fairly well. It doesn't look poorly painted. I wish it would light up. Probably could take it apart and light it, but I'm not going to take it apart. It looks fairly well. I don't even remember what I paid for these things, but from the looks of it, it looks pretty good. Now, one thing about 3D printers is I'm finding lots and lots of models to purchase and download and print. One of the ones I found was a full-size battle droid from Star Wars, and these things 6.5 feet tall, and it's the model. The files for making the model are only $20. That isn't too expensive, but then you got to buy the filament, which is going to probably be closer to $100, and then you got to print the thing, which will take weeks, and then put it together and then paint it. So something like that is a long-term project. This guy looks pretty good. Speaking of long-term projects, I did get the airbrush working recently. I don't know when I'm going to put that video up though, because it was something for the woman I'm seeing. And I got to make sure she's happy with the idea of it first. Okay. And there's the stand in here. I'm not going to bother to put the stand out. I kind of like this guy. He's well done. And I'm not minding it. Oh, there's part of the stand. I'm not minding this guy. I don't really know what I paid for him, though. Hopefully it wasn't too much. Yeah, I can hear Kitten tearing something up downstairs. He definitely is not letting me be bored. I can honestly say that. He is not letting me be bored. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one open. We're going to take a look at this one. And then there's one other thing that came from them I'm going to pull open in a second and take a look at. And try to find some place to put it. Because one of the things I've been doing around this house is redoing a lot of things. Now, I'm not going to really pull this apart too much. I'm just going to pull the top off of it. And then we'll get the other box and open it. And take a look what's in there. Same thing. You have the card at the bottom. And again, I would rather make a shadow box and display that with the 3D printer. Once I learn some basic design, I can make that shadow box real easily. Yeah, they're heavy. This one doesn't look as well painted as the other one does. Okay? But it is well painted. And I will give them that. It is well painted, well done. Oh, I found some, oh, that's just oil or something on it. It cleaned right off. I found some oil on the front of it, but it cleaned right off. Well painted, it looks good. They would look pretty nice sitting underneath the Enterprise D, I think. So I'm not disappointed I got them. And these I knew were coming, so this I okayed the purchase of. Knew they were coming, okayed the purchase. This next one, I called them and asked for it not to be shipped, but I was too late because I'd already shipped it. And that's my fault on that. And I'm going to go ahead and open this. It says, tear here open. It's a lithograph to hang on the wall. And I know I paid like $50 for this thing, and that's part of my issue. I see it. I see why. It's not ugly, but it's not me. Okay? I could incorporate it into the base somehow, and then I would be happy with that. So I might have to get my woodworking skills out. I'm going to have to wait until I've almost have this Enterprise D done. But I could incorporate this into the base, cut this out, put it in the base with the rod coming up to hold it here, and have this backlit, because I think this will be transparent to light. And will it be transparent to light? A little bit, so you'd have to have a pretty good bright light behind it. But that would look good on the bottom of it. So, I got a use for it. I'm not going to complain. But these are the bonuses that come with the Enterprise D. And Kitten is here, so don't be surprised if he all of a sudden appears in the video on the screen, because that's him. He doesn't let me do anything without his intervention. He has to help. Okay? So there's that. I am going to go ahead and go and start working on something else. I need to clean this room up really well. And I bought a paint table at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to get it set up. It'll be over there. I'm pointing where it's going to go. And I don't know if I'm going to put a camera station on it, but it should fit there. That's where the kids' craft table used to be. Miri is fighting me on the kids' craft table. She wants it kept. And it's for a 3 or 4-year-old kid. Well, I do have a 4-year-old. They're just not here much, and they don't use it. I don't see the purpose in keeping it. So I'm probably going to let it go, and it will free up some room in here. And I'm probably going to let most of my RC stuff go over this summer because I'm not using the RC stuff anymore. So there's no purpose in keeping it either. Okay? Unless I find a reason to use the RC stuff. All right, I'm going to go. Hopefully, this has been a good little update for you all, and I've got some other stuff coming. I'll be back.